Hey guys, I'm back, and today we're talking about the Circle G Ranch out in Mississippi, where Elvis and Priscilla purchased a huge ranch and spent their honeymoon there, believe it or not. And he owned the property for about a year, and we're going to take a look at the grounds. So this was a funny story because Elvis was out driving one night early in the morning to purchase a horse when he saw a large lit up cross off the side of the road, and he pulled over and wanted to purchase this ranch. And the man actually offered him a price, and they agreed to it with a handshake, and the next thing you know it, Elvis was moving in less than a week later. Isn't that just like him? Now, not only did he purchase this ranch, but he had to have little outfits and cowboy hats and saddles. He bought that for every one of his team, his Memphis Mafia. He bought everybody horses. He had these cars, these trucks that they were driving around, and they were tending to the grounds. They had stables in the back. There was an office in the back. Elvis and Priscilla mostly stayed at the trailer towards the back because the house wasn't, I guess it was being renovated, but they stayed in a trailer. And then members of the team, the Memphis Mafia, they brought their families, and Elvis had them park mobile homes and trailers on the site. So everybody was there in close proximity. It was like a compound, and they had a grill, a fire pit, it was like a giant brick barbecue that they would grill out and have all of these fun picnic tables lined with food, and they were hanging out and having parties. Wow, what an amazing time. There's a bridge that goes across the lake there in the back, and there are many pictures of this bridge, but there are a few of Elvis and Priscilla standing there near that bridge. What an amazing time. He didn't own this home for very long. He started to realize that, hey, we're here housing the horses, we're here riding the horses, we're, doing shooting range and all of the stuff that we typically do at Graceland. So why do I have this separate estate, compound, ranch? So he ended up selling it and got back his money that he actually invested it for. He got his return. So Vernon reportedly was upset with the idea, but Elvis, if he sees something, he's going to get it, right? Can you imagine summer mornings walking out onto the ranch, and Elvis is riding his favorite horse, Rising Sun, and you just poured yourself some coffee or tea or lemonade, and you're like, yeah, we're going to go riding today. What an amazing feeling to just be able to be on that ranch and have your whole family there and hang out in between all of his movies and appearances. So I just find it so interesting. But everyone thinks that they stayed at the House of Tomorrow on their honeymoon. They only stayed a few nights. In fact, if I remember correctly, May 1st was the wedding. They left the Palm Springs house for Graceland on May 4th. And by May 7th, they were at the ranch for pretty much the most of May. And then he had to go back to the studios in early June for about 3 weeks until the end of June. But he had purchased this property in February and had it already and was looking forward to spending some fun time with Priscilla and his friends, his entourage, his Memphis Mafia. That's the thing. They were never really alone, he and Priscilla. He always had his group with him, and he treated his employees like family. And I just love the fact that Everyone got a hat, everyone got a saddle, everyone got Western gear, and the kiddos got to run and play and have fun there on the ranch. What an amazing time that would have been. I think it spanned about 10 months, but wow, that time would have flown by, and what an amazing time to be hanging out with Elvis out at his Mississippi ranch. Okay guys, if you like content like this, join me on Saturdays. I have plenty of Elvis stories to tell, videos to look at, and yeah, it's going to be every Saturday. And don't forget the community post. I always post interesting facts, pictures. We kind of have our daily Elvis fun over on the community post, the community tab. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.